Hello, Capricorn. Thank you for tuning in to your love read. For the main part of the read, I'm using the De Lima Tarot by Renata Lecter. For the supportive oracle cards, I'm using the Magical Spell cards by Lucy Cavendish, illustrated by Jessie Reisch. Reisch is R-E-I-S-C-H. Alright, relationship first, single second. Oracle cards come out as needed. Alright, let's see what we got. Capricorn. We're starting off with a lot of earth. Very conducive with Capricorn, typically. Stereotypically, of course. Because I know that sometimes people, even if they're born under a certain sign, there's other things that they connect with, so I'll just acknowledge that. I actually got 3 earth cards here, and that wheel could actually double that way, maybe. We'll see. Now, this is what's pulling in first for me. Your partner's spiritual card is the moon with home safe protection. I'm getting a very... It feels kind of mystical for some reason, which is interesting. Not that the moon being mystical is an odd thing, but coming in for a person as their spiritual connection to a situation, I feel like they're very inspired, and they might be acting a little bit more mysterious than usual. They might be just kind of like, I just feel like this isn't something I want to do attitude, or, I feel like we need to make sure everything is good with the roof, or something. Like they feel very driven to do something, and it doesn't seem like there's not like a solid reason why they're feeling this way. They're just having this notion that this is what needs to be done. They feel like this is good, like almost like fixing the roof, or like making sure the roof is taken care of. Almost like, say you're going to have the roof done in a couple years, but they're like, you know what, we got the money now. I know this I know this roofer has an opening that we could have. Let's just get it done now. Let's do it now. And I feel like it's something like that. It could be something else, but something where they're having this need to like get something done, but you're like, there's really no need to do that right now. But they're like, I feel like we really should. That's kind of the moon card, like very mystical, very driven to do something, and I feel like that's a good thing. Now, whatever this is your partner wants, for example, if it's the roof thing, and they're like, I know this roofer, they can fit us in, I know it's not for 2 more years, but we have the money, let's just get it done. And I feel like your response to that, fine. We do have the money, why not? One more thing off the list, I mean, it has to be done anyway, sure. They have the strength card. I feel like they're fully aware that this is going against the normal plan, but I feel like to them it's really important. And I feel like what they're saying also with the strength card is like they might get monotonous on how intense, like they really want this done. They really feel driven and it needs to get done. They're getting that spiritual push. This needs to get done. This needs to get done. We need to do this. You're giving into it. You're like, yeah, fine, whatever. That works. We can do it. I mean, it needs to get done anyway. It's off. It's not on schedule for right now. But okay, let's do it. Let's do it. You're right. It needs to get done anyway. Let's just do it. I also see, like, you're seeing the Page of Pentacles kind of like this is taking finances out of balance for a moment. Because to you, it's like, yeah, we were ahead. We had the money, but that money was to the side just in case for this, or that money is for that. But I suppose I can take that and move that over to the 2-year slot where the roof was going to be, and we can move this around. I feel like you're working with it because your partner's like really insistent that it gets done. It seems to be making you rebalance things. I know it's the page, but I'm getting like somebody like almost. I feel like a younger person looking at a math book and having to rebalance things because something was moved, like a part was moved from this math problem, and having to rebalance things so things still make sense. That's what I'm feeling. And I'm getting here with the Queen of Pentacles, you have an emotional attachment to the whole thing, especially your partner, and you're just like, this makes my partner happy. Everything is sound. Everything is safe. I can balance things around. I can move things around. This isn't really upsetting me. This will still work. Everything in the home everything's good. So you seem to be like, all right, I can do this. My partner seems very motivated to get this to make this happen. Let's just do it. I can move things around. Things are still good. I can do this. I also see, though, your challenge card is the 8 of Swords. Your partner feels a little intense right now. And I feel the judgment, no, the justice card is their challenge card. I feel they really are insistent on this. I feel like they're really insistent. They got the justice with the strength. They really feel it's important. Whatever it is they're pushing, they do really have that very strong feeling like this needs to happen. I feel like you feel like you're backed into a corner because they're really like very animate. It needs to happen. This needs to happen. And you're like, all right, I have no choice. I can rebalance things. Fine. It's what's going to make the relationship work right now. Now, I feel like what's helping you with this is also kind of like letting it be for right now. I feel like you're going to have to bring this conversation up again later because you feel like you're being pressured really strongly. And I feel like you're going to bring this conversation up at a later date. I feel like you need to kind of marinate on the thought about why your partner was feeling so motivated, what was going on around them to feel like this had to happen. But you're backing off for now, and like later when it seems appropriate, I do feel you're going to bring the conversation up again, but it's just going to be kind of like a mulling it over, rehashing it, just like what happened and why. It's not going to be like an argument, just kind of like why did we have to do that after the fact type feel. So I do feel like you're going to bring that back around, and I do feel like that's good. But kind of putting it to the side for now and just letting yourself marinate on it, because it's going to be fine, and it's not that big a deal, but you're still kind of like, why was there so much pressure? Why is my partner so animate about this? Now, I feel like what's going on here, what's making things better for your partner, is that Knight of Fire, Knight of Wands energy with the organization. They realize that things can go forward, but they are working within the system, is what I'm getting. With organization next to this Knight of Wands, they're pushing for this to happen. They're pushing for this to They're pushing for this to happen quick. I know I'm starting to trip on my words. The energy is very strong. It's going forward fast, and I feel like it wants me to go faster. But I feel like it's restricted with the organization. It can go forward. It will happen. But they need to work within the confines of, finances and time and what you can, it has to be agreeable for what you're seeing. Things can be moved around, but it has to be moved around with care. The organization is like there's limits. You can't just run ahead and just do what you want. Things have to be done a certain way, and they seem to be addressing that. And as long as they work within the confines of finances and time that's already set up between the two of you, it should be okay. Should be okay. They need to, because I feel like they're going to have that drive to move forward. It's just like to realize, yes, you're giving in, you're letting them have their way, but there's still parameters. There still are parameters here. Are we good? Okay. Now, I'm getting they get what they want. I do see them getting what they want. I'm seeing the wheel go in your favor, though. Is it for you or against you? For you. I feel like you have made a point that this didn't need to happen right away. I don't feel like it's going to make sense right now why this had to happen right now. I'm getting the Hanged Man on your partner's side. You have the wheel. Now, I feel like the fact that you did this ahead of time it served you more than your partner. Because I feel like you're going to have opportunities for money or something like this. Some financial opportunity is coming towards you. And the fact that this all happened ahead of schedule the way it did, even though the money was there, you wanted that extra money there for something else. Like you were ahead on something, like there was extra money. There definitely was extra money there, but you wanted it there. The wheel's turning in your favor, like you're finding a way to bring that money back again. So everything you spent, if you spent money in this situation, using that roof analogy, you're finding a way to get that right back. Like the wheel is turning in your favor, you're able to recuperate that money fairly quickly. Your partner, I'm seeing the Hanged Man with, like I feel like they're kind of like perplexed because nothing went bad. Nothing went bad, but they're seeing you working extra. And I feel like that's the Hanged Man for your partner. Nothing went wrong, and you seem to be trying to recoup those finances. you're having opportunities and you're refilling that, like you're refilling the account. Now, in a spiritual sense, I feel like, yeah, that nothing did go bad because you took care of it. By taking care of whatever it was, nothing went bad because of that. Something could have gone wrong. There could have been a problem. Like, for example, if we're going to use that roof analogy, there could have been a leak or a problem. Something was taken care of when the roof was redone, if that makes sense for that analogy. Like, it did pay off. It did go well. And now that you're in a spot that you want that money back, the opportunity is being presented to you to refill that, to balance things out for you so you feel more comfortable. Because I feel your partner really kind of stumped in trying to understand why they felt the way they did. I'm getting the hermit side with the hanged man. Nothing went wrong, and they're trying to understand why they felt so driven to do what they wanted done. I'm getting the averted, the bad. Whatever could have gone wrong did not, because it was averted. And now it's just things are balancing back out for you to feel comfortable. Opportunities are being presented to you so you can be back at that level of comfort you were at before. I don't feel like anything's wrong here. I just feel like whatever was not to your benefit or your partner's benefit, the two of you together, it was averted. I feel like you're successfully averting it. And I feel like that's the hardest part sometimes, when people listen to their gut and then everything is fine and they're like, well, I guess nothing bad was going to happen. You averted what was distasteful. You averted it, is what I'm getting. Is that it? So I feel like this is actually working out. And then especially if you come to a point where you're getting a chance to recuperate funds if you spent extra money than you wanted to, if that's what happened here, that's like a sign. That's like almost like the universe kind of, helping you balance things out so you're happy back to where you were. It's like saying, well, you did what you should have, so why not put things back in order? Why not, reward that? I feel like that's weird. I feel like that's a weird way for that to happen. But it's not so much like the monetary balance, it's more about emotionally balancing it for you. Like the universe is emotionally balancing that out because everything worked out so well. Does that make sense? I feel like it's more emotional. It's not like there's somebody there up in the clouds with like an accountant register, or if that's what, I don't remember, or a spreadsheet, whatever you call those stupid things. A ledger. I knew I'd come to it. And they're like, well, you did what you're supposed to here, so we're going to give you some extra money as a reward. Like, nobody's doing that, but emotionally it's balancing out. All right, I think we're good. I'm not going to drown in it anymore. I'm good. Done. All right, so that's Capricorn for relationships. Let's do Capricorn for single people. What do we got for Capricorn for single people? Messages for Capricorns for single people. Single Capricorns, empowering information to help them see the truth of what's really happening, help them move forward with purpose, help them move forward in a way that they want to move forward, help them see what's really here, and help them decide if they really want that or not. All right. Let's do these. Messages for Capricorn. Let's see where this goes. I really don't know, to tell the truth. It may turn out well, it may not. I don't know. There's definitely a good moment here. If you keep it or not is my question. In the past, you have the Page of Cups. So, and yep, there's another cup. And it feels heavy there. It does. Why is that heavy? You had feelings for somebody, but there was a roadblock, is what I'm getting. Whatever it was, they got your interest, you found them attractive, you thought this could be a good thing, and then there was everything seemed good, everything seemed like green lights, and then all of a sudden, roadblock, right in your face. For whatever reason, you were like, oh, this can't happen. There was a roadblock, you were just like, nope, looked so good, I like this person, I'm attracted to this person, but then this roadblock. It could be a multitude of things, could be more than one thing, but definitely something was right here in front of you and you're just like, I can't go past that, I can't do that. Can't do that. So what happens next? Well, I feel like this was a little while back. It could be anywhere from a couple months to longer. It could be a couple weeks, but more than likely a couple months or longer. Coming into the center here is what you seem to be coming up to. If you haven't hit it yet, you should hit it at any moment. 8 of Swords with the 10 of Cups. You seem to be around this person. You seem to be around this person, but you're not moving. You still feel like you can't move on the situation. The 8 of Swords is saying roadblock's still there. Okay, the roadblock is still there, but you seem to be enjoying time with this person to the level you feel is appropriate. Okay. But the thing is, even though the roadblock's still there, you're enjoying time with this person. It's nothing inappropriate is what I'm getting. It doesn't feel like it's inappropriate. But the Aphrodite's love spell is right on top. And I feel like you're spending time with this person and you are feeling a charge. You're feeling the love feeling. You want to be with this person. You are feeling that draw. It's getting stronger. And I'm getting the 10 of Wands at the top. It seems to be putting a lot of pressure on you because your thoughts are just taking you there, wherever there is, to a place you don't want that to go. You're like, that roadblock is still there. I can't go past that roadblock, but I want to be with this person. And I feel like that's a lot of stress for you. And you seem to be drawn closer to this person. You want to spend more time with this person. I feel like some of you are going to have a hard time not spending more time with this person. Just opportunities present themselves and you just seem to move forward with them. It just seems to get more and more stressful for you because you know how you feel, but you know that roadblock is there and you're just like, oh my gosh, I don't know what I'm doing. I feel like you're getting closer to this person. You're getting to know this person more. You're spending more time with this person. And I'm getting the 5 of Swords at the bottom. You are getting closer. You are getting to know them more. But it's a fruitless victory because even though you're getting closer, you're like, that roadblock. I can't get past that roadblock. So it's almost like you're studying for a test you can't take. It's studying for a course that you can't make any benefit from. Like, you're going to get what you want. You're going to know the situation, but you can't do anything with it. You got everything that you're asking for. You're getting to know this person, but there's nowhere to go with it. And I'm getting the 9 of Cups with this 5 of Swords energy. You seem to be enjoying it. Like, it seems to be satisfying the moment for now. Because it's scratching that itch for now, because you're getting to know this person more, you're getting to see them more, it's making you feel good, you're getting kind of that euphoric feeling, but every now and then you're like, there's that roadblock, I can't get by that roadblock. This happens. The Tower card and the energy. The other person shocks you. They shock you, and they got a lot of passion with it. This goes with what's coming in your future. This is all together. They shock you, and this intimate moment, at the very least, they're just telling you how they feel, and you're telling them how you feel. At the very least. More than likely, it's going to be a lot more than that. Passionate moment, 2 of Cups, success, the Tower and energy, a lot of passion. You're shocked. I feel like they're shocking you. I know the Tower's over there, but I feel like they're shocking you. I feel like they're shocking you. They're telling you something about... No, they're shocking you. They're coming forward with how they feel. And I feel like this is that point where you're talking it out with this person. You're addressing the roadblock, but you're like, well, there's always a way to get around a roadblock. If we have to take another street or go around it or find some other way, maybe we have to take that roadblock down. Because I'm getting the High Priestess with the Destiny. You've gotten this far. You both know you're on the same page. This person has shocked you. They really want to be with you. Whatever that roadblock is, the High Priestess is like, yeah, there's a roadblock there, but that doesn't mean I can't keep going forward. I can find another way around it, up it, around it, over it, under it, or I can remove it. Whatever I need to do, I'm not letting this roadblock stop me. I just have to deal with it. And I'm going to find a way to deal with it, and I'm going to get through this roadblock one way or another. And I feel like that's where this is ending. Which like I said in the beginning, if that's good or not is up to you, because I don't know what the roadblock is, and it's a general read. It could go a lot of different ways, but I feel like when this person shocks you and says they feel the same way you do and they want to move forward and they're dedicated to making it happen, you're kind of like, all right, there's a roadblock, true, and that's been holding me off, but instead of seeing that as a stop, I'm now seeing that as just an obstacle I have to overcome. I will find a way to overcome it. You seem to be working together to overcome the obstacle. And that's where that's ending. Alright, so I'm going to wrap that up there. Thank you for watching. If you'd like a direct reading from me, shoot me an email, jamesforastral@gmail.com. That's James, the number 4, astral@gmail.com. Thank you.